So our report is about hospitality and tourism establishment accreditation. First, we would be defining the different establishments under hospitality and tourism. The first one is spa. So according to Chapter 1, Section 1 of the Revised Rules and Regulation to govern the accreditations of spa establishment, yung spa is an establishment that has holistic approach to health and wellness. So yung spa, is yung type of establishment that nagde-delve sa health and wellness and nagpo-provide ng relaxation sa mga client. The next is spa establishment defines esthetician, massage therapist, and spa therapist. So, yung spa establishment, usually meron silang mga licensed worker. And yung mga worker nila is dinedefine din siya under the law, Chapter 1, Section 1 of the Revised Rules and Regulations. Dinedefine yung mga workers ng spa establishments. So the first one is a spa establishment must have an esthetician. Esthetician is a licensed therapist who have undergone training locally or internationally. So yung mga estheticians is yung mga professionals na nagde-delve sa skin, sa face, sa neck. And nagbibigay din sila ng beauty treatment such as facials, manicures, and pedicures. Tapos, yung massage therapist is a certified license who has undergone extensive training, and yung dinidevelop naman nila is yung anatomy, physiology, and multitude of massage techniques. So yung massage therapist or yung mga masahista, dapat licensed din sila sa pinaprovide nilang service. Next naman is yung spa therapist. Spa therapist is a properly trained by the spa to perform their particular treatments such as salt, scrub, rubs, etc. Treatments must have a proof of proper training and such. Tapos, the accreditations of the spa establishment require specifications. So, in order for the spa to renew their license, kailangan naka-specified kung anong klaseng spa sila or anong klaseng establishment sila. The first one is hotel spa. Hotel spa is a type of spa establishment. The spa is located within a hotel. So yung mga spa na nasa loob ng isang hotel is called a hotel spa. The next one naman is cruise spa. Yung mga spa na nasa loob ng cruise ship, yung tinatawag doon is cruise spa. The next one is club spa. As a facility whose primary purpose of fitness, offering a variety of professional administered spa service on a day use basis to both club members and non-members. So yung club spa, usually sila yung mga spa na merong membership, na nagre-require ng membership bago ka makapag-avail ng service nila. The next one naman is medical spa. Medical spa is a solo practice or group and institution comprised of medical and spa professionals. Yung purpose ng medical spa, as you can see naman sa name, medical, health-related siya. Just parang yung mga spa na nire-recommend ng mga doctors doon sa mga tao na parang merong specific health needs. Tapos wellness center. Tapos yung wellness center naman is a type of spa. Yun yung types of spa na nagkikater dun sa mga tao na may interconnectedness or yung pagkakapare-pareho ng diet, lifestyle, exercise, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Tapos, rehabilitation center as a spa which primarily focus on rehabilitation therapy for various accidents. So, yung rehabilitation center is a type of spa na nakikater naman sila dun sa mga customer na merong rehabilitation needs na nag-undergo ng accident or merong certain health issues na kailangan ng therapy. Yun yung rehabilitation center. And next is hospital spa. Hospital spa naman is parang for those customers na parang ayaw ng medical-related approach, gumagamit sila ng yung hospital spa kasi parang pinopromote nila yung healing to a different approach. The mainstream medicine hotel spa integrates mainstream medicine and other alternative approach to promote healing and balance of mind, body, and soul. According to the revised rules and regulations under Section 3, the following services must be provided in any spa-related amenities. So number 1, a spa must provide massage. Massage can be Swedish, shiatsu, reflexology, or Thai aromatherapy. So yun, any spa-related businesses must provide massages. The next one is steam or sauna. Kailangan yung mga spa-related amenities is nagpo-provide ng massage, and number 2, sauna or water baths. Number 3, spa treatments such as wraps, exfoliation, body toning, contouring, waxing, hand, foot, and face care, and hair care. Rules and regulations that must be followed by spa amenities. Under Section 3, the staff shall be appropriately trained by the internationally recognized training institutions. So yun, under Section 3, sinasabi dito na dapat yung mga staff na nagtatrabaho sa spa is dapat trained and meron silang pina-follow na international training law. And according to Section 4 naman, provided all clients, dapat lahat ng client kailangan nilang mag-fill up ng consultancy forms bago yung mismong treatment or therapy session nila. And Section 5, must be continuing basis. Dapat yung mga equipment and supplies na ginagamit ng mga spa is properly maintained. Section 6, dapat yung mga spa establishment nag-offer sila ng sanitation measures like cleaning and sterilizing the equipment's robe sheets, blankets, pillowcase, towels, or other materials. Under Section 7 naman, on firefighting facilities, dapat sumusunod sa Presidential Decree of 1185, otherwise known as Fire Code of 1978, lahat ng spa establishments. Next. Sa Section 8 naman, dapat yung mga signboards is nakalagay accordingly or naka-display accordingly sa mga spa. Such as yung mga exit signs, ganun, yung mga signs for emergency dapat na nakalagay siya ng maayos. Under Section 9 naman, dapat yung buong spa walang smoking facility kasi nga parang yung spa kasi is a relaxation business kaya dapat parang walang smoking facility. Under Section 10 naman of the 2006 revised rules and regulations,
tour operator. Yung tour operator ay sila yung nag-aayos at nagbebenta ng mga travel package. And sila din yung nagre-reserve ng mga flight and hotel at para mas mapadali yung biyahe ng mga tao. Next. who may apply under Section 2. The following may apply the accreditation. Yung mga kailangan lang mag-apply is mga resident Filipino citizen para mas mapadali silang makipag-communicate sa mga travelers or customers. Section 3 enumerates the documents needed by the tour operator for their accreditation. Sa Section 3 is ito naman yung mga kailangan ng tour operator. A certified true copy of articles of partnership incorporation and its by laws and amendments thereto duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Next. Kailangan din nila ng valid visa from the Bureau of Immigration para makapag-travel din sila internationally. And kailangan nila ng mayor's permit dahil halos lahat naman ng trabaho kailangan natin ito para maging aware yung mga magiging customer natin na safe sila sa ipapasukin nila na company. Latest income tax return and audited financial statements reflecting a minimum working capital of 500,000 pesos. Ayun, may lahat ng mga magiging tour operator is may tax return audited from financial statements. Next. An annual performance on the sales, production, and a tariff sheet detailing service rates, validity terms or condition and responsibilities, and such as other documents that the department may require from time to time. Section 4. Additional requirements for tour operator using a motor vehicle. No tour operator shall use any vehicle while conducting tours or transporting tourists unless such as a motor vehicle is accredited with the department and sporting a tourist plate. Hindi pwedeng gumamit yung mga tour operators na motor vehicle para maging safe or maging focus siya sa mga customer or travelers na kasama niya. And Section 5. The tour operator shall comply with the following requirements. It should be located in commercial district para mas madali silang makilala. Ay kailangan nila commercial district and para mas mapadaling ma-identify yung kanilang company ng mga tao. Section 6, 1,100 pesos per annum. Next. Section 7 provides that the certificate of accreditation shall be valid for a period of 1 year from date issuance there. Yung certificate of accreditation is valid lang do for 1 year sa date na in-issued yung certificate. And Section 16, for purposes of accreditation, the following are the basic requirements for the operation and maintenance of the tourist transport. A tourist land transport operators will be allowed to apply accreditation for the number of units covered by the franchise from LTFRB. Dapat may sapat na bilang sila ng sasakyan para hindi sila para hindi na nagugulo yung pag-travel nila. And road worthiness. Dapat sa lahat ng travel nila ligtas at hindi lalampas sa 10 taon ng edad ng sasakyan. Left-hand drive, dapat marunong yung mga every tourist transport should be provided with a left-hand drive. Dapat kaniwang may yung kanilang mga sasakyan. Ventilation. Dapat may maayos na air condition. Fire fighting facilities. Dapat may mga naka-ready na fire extinguisher sa kanilang sasakyan para safe. Next. Kailangan din may mga companies logo or name silang naka-print para mas makilala or matandaan yung kanilang company sa lahat ng tourist transport unit. Public address system. For tourist buses or coasters, a public address system should be installed para alam ng mga or matandaan ng mga naging customer nila yung kanilang address. First aid kit. Halos lahat naman kailangan ng first aid kit lalo na kasi hindi naman lahat ng mga travelers or ng mga tao na kung ano yung mangyayari para sa safety na din already. Seats. Every tourist transport lahat ay dapat lahat ay malinis and komportable yung mga customer para yung walang negative comments sa kanilang company. Storage space. A tourist transport should have enough legroom or sufficient storage space. Garage. Every tourist transport operator should provide an adequate garage and repair shop for the maintenance of its equipment as well as parking space sufficient to accommodate all registered units. Para kapag habang nasa travel sila ay magagawa ng paraan kung magkaroon ng problema sa kanilang mga transport. Section 21. Any person, partnership, corporating desiring to operate and engage in the business as tourist transport operator shall accomplish in duplicate and file with the department the applicant for accreditation prescribed for such purpose. Next. Section 17. In case of registration and transfer of ownership of tourists, the necessary clearance from appropriate unit of the Philippine National Police shall be secured prior to registration. Okay. Section 18. After registration and issuance of accreditation by the department, it shall be mandatory for all tourist transport operators put the department stickers on front and back windshield of their vehicles for proper identification. Section 18 is kailangan nila maglagay ng mga stickers para madali silang ma-identify ng mga customer or ibang tao, lalo na yung mga hindi pa sila kilala na tao or balak mag-travel na tas kukunin silang yung company nila. Section 22. Application shall be accompanied by the following documents. A mayor's permit or license municipal. Sabi ko kanina, halos lahat ng business or companies kailangan ng mayor's permit para sa safety na din ng mga customer and letter B business name certificate, all amendments thereto, if any, in the case of single proprietorship. Kailangan ng business name certificate, corporate or partnership certified true copy of the articles incorporation. It's by the law articles of partnership and amendments thereto any duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Kailangan nila yung corporation or partnership para para sa pag-register, para makapag-register sila sa safety or sa mga commission. Proof of ownership or contract to lease over an area adequate to serve as maintenance depot and garage for all its unit. Not applicable to water transport. Kailangan ng proof of ownership para makapag-serve ng maintenance sa mga garage on sa mga garage units. A list of names of all official employees and their respective and design action nationalities, home addresses, certified correct. Kailangan lahat ng list ng names ng mga official or employees is tama. Such other papers or documents as may be required from time to time by the department. Kailangan laging ready yung mga papers or documents ng mga department. Next. Tour guide. Yung tour guide is sila yung kasama ng mga travelers or customer. And yung tour guide yung nag-explain ng kung saan sila pumunta or kung ano yung mga pinupuntahan nila. And siya yung sinusundan or sinusunod ng mga travelers or customer.
Christian Post. Section 9 enumerates the documents needed for the accreditation of as tour guide. A. Proof that the applicant has passed a seminar for tour guides duly conducted by the department or other agencies duly authorized by the department to conduct the seminar, provided, however, that this requirement may be waived by the department where the applicant possesses special academic or professional qualification relevant to tourism. B. Certificate of good health issued by an duly accredited government physician. C. Clearance from National Bureau of Investigation in the case of alien applicants, valid visa from the Bureau of Immigration and proper permit from Dept of Labor and Employment. D. Mayor's permit, municipal license. E. Latest income tax return. F. Such other documents that the department may require from time to time. Section 10. Insurance of accreditation and identification card upon the compliance with all the requirements of preceding section. A certificate of accreditation and an identification card shall be issued upon payment of 82 pesos and 50 centavos and 22 pesos respectively, and shall be valid for a period of one year from the date of insurance thereof. Professional Congress Organizer. Professional Congress Organizer or PCO pertains to any person, natural or judicial, who manages conventions either as an official of an organization, consultant, volunteer or retained professional. Section 11 provides that the following may apply for accreditation as PCO. A resident Filipino citizen. B. Partnership organized under the laws of Philippines, at least 60% of the capital which is owned by Filipino citizens. And G. Corporations organized under the laws of the Philippines, at least 60% of its subscribed common voting shares of stocks being owned by Filipino citizens, and the composition of its board of directors being at least 60%. Section 12 provides that any person applying for accreditation as PCO shall file his application under oath together with the following supporting papers and documents. A. In case of single proprietorship, a business name certificate and all amendments. Thereto, in the case of partnership or corporation, a certified true copy of the articles of partnership, incorporation, and its bylaws and amendments thereto duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The complete list of its executive officers and employees indicating therein their national home address and their position. Contract of lease or contract to lease the office space intended for the use of PCO. Mayor's permit, municipal license. E-latest income tax return and audited financial statements reflecting a minimum worth 100,000 pesos. Such other documents that the department may require from time to time. Section 13, the PCO shall comply with following office requirements. It shall be located in a business district. B. It must be easily identifiable. Section 14, 550 pesos per annum. Section 15 provides that the certificate of the accreditation of PCO shall be valid for a period of 1 year from date of insurance thereof. Land transport vehicles. Requirements of accreditation. Section 16. For purpose of accreditation, the following are the basic requirements for the operation and maintenance of a tourist transport. Yung tourist transport po, ito po yung tourist transport operator po ay pumapayag lamang na mag-apply po sa accreditation para po ito po ay para po sa mga unit lamang na sakop ng mula LTFRB. Roadworthiness. Yung bawat transportation po ng turista, dapat po masigurado po ng department na maayos po at tigtas na maihatid po yung mga turista po sa kung saan man po sila pupunta. Left-hand drive. Yung bawat turista naman po dito ay dapat bigyan ng left-hand drive dahil po para po parang hawakan ganun or in case ganun. Ventilation. Yung bawat sasakyan po na panturista ay dapat meron din na maayos na nilalagyan ng sapat na air condition units para po yun komportable po yung mga pasahero, turista. Firefighting facilities. Ang isa pong yung isang transportation dapat ipagkaloob po a tourist transport shall be provided or installed with at least one portable fire extinguisher. Yun nga po, kailangan po isang portable fire extinguisher para sa protection lang din po in case of emergency. Imprint of company name and logo. The company's name and logo shall be imprinted at the rear and sides respectively of the tourist unit transport. So yun nga po, kailangan po natin lagyan ng sticker ng logo po ng company, yung ating pong sasakyan, I mean yung sasakyan po nila upang alam po ng mga tao kung anong kumpanya sila. Public address system. Ito naman po yung para sa mga tourist bus o coaster sa isang public address system, and dapat po ito i-install. Yan. First aid kit. Yan, hindi naman po dapat mawala yung first aid kit. Yun nga, dahil marami po tayong in case of emergency, kailanganin man natin, meron tayo, di ba? States, bawat transportasyon, turista ay dapat po magkaroon ng malinis at komportableng upuan upang wala nga pong marinig na negative comment yung mga turista sa kumpanya. Storage space. Ang isang transportasyong turista ay dapat magkaroon ng sapat na legroom at sapat na storage space. Garage. Bawat tourist transport operator po ay dapat magbigyan ng sapat na garahe at repair shop para sa pagpapanatili ng mga kagamitan nito. Patingin na rin ang isang parking space na sapat upang mapaunlakan po lahat ng rehistradong unit nito. Application for accreditation. Section 21. Ito pong corporation na nagdanais na magpatakbo o makisali sa negosyo bilang operator makisali sa negosyo bilang sa pagtatransport po ng turista sa mga department po. PNP clearance, Section 17. Yung kinakailangan po na clearance mula sa naangkop na unit ng Pambansang Pulisya ng Pilipinas ay dapat munang kunin bago po magpaparehistro sa pagpaparehistro po. Department stickers, Section 18. After ng pagpaparehistro, ito ay dapat na gawin para sa lahat ng mga tourist transport operator na magbigay lagay ng mga sticker ng department sa harap at likod ng windshields ng kanilang mga sasakyan para po sa tamang pagkakakilanlan. Mga dokumentong kinakailangan. Ito po yung documents required to support application for accreditation to operate as tourist transport operator. Section 22. The application shall be accompanied by the following documents. Yun nga po, kailangan po siya ng mayor's permit or municipal license. B, pangalan po ng negosyo. And kailangan din isang sertipikadong na kopya ng Articles of Incorporation. And dapat din po ay nakarehistro sa Securities and Exchange Commission. And yun nga po, proof of ownership or contract. Kailangan po ng katibayan ng pagmamayari o kontrata ng pag-upa sa isang lugar upang magsilbi bilang maintenance, depot po at garahe para sa lahat ng unit nito. D. A list of names of all official employees and their respective and designations. Kailangan po ng isang listahan ng mga pangalan ng lahat ng opisyal at empleyado po dito. Pati na rin po yung nasyonalidad, tirahan at iba pang mga papel or dokumento na maaaring kailanganin sa anumang oras po ng depart. Kailanganin sa anumang oras po. Section 23. The application shall be supported by the following documents. A. Land transport. Kailangan po ng isang kopya ng LTFRB na sertipiko ng prangkisa or authorization for tourist car, bus service. Dito naman po sa a copy of transportation rates as approved by the LTFRB. Isang kopya po ng mga rate ng mga transportation na inaprubahan ng LTFRB. 3. Mga larawan ng sasakyan na nagpapakita sa gilid, likod at harap ng mga tanawin doon na may pangalan at logo ng kumpanya nakaprint po sa likuran at gilid nito. 4. Such as papers or documents as may be required from time to time by the department. Ang iba pang mga papel o dokumento po na maaaring kailanganin po oras nga. Water transport. Isang kopya ng Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity na inisyu ng Maritime Industry Authority. Number 2, isang kopya ng mga rate ng transportation na inaaprubahan ng Maritime Industry Authority. 3. Mga larawan na sinisidla na nagpapakita sa gilid, likod at harap ng view nito na meron silang nakaprint na pangalan at logo ng kumpanya. Isang kopya ng mga ruta na ihatid sa kanilang mga designatong pupuntahan po. Such as other papers or documents as may be required from time to time by the department. Yung mga kinakailangan pong papel na ito po yung document nga po, kailangan pong papel sa tamang oras. Air transport. A copy of the Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity issued by the Civil Air.
Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity, CPCN, issued by the Civil Aeronautics Board. The certificate is necessary to operate scheduled air services in many jurisdictions and demonstrates that the carrier is fit, willing, and able to provide the proposed air transportation service. Transportation rates approved by the Civil Aeronautics Board, CAB. These rates must be approved to ensure they comply with regulations and are fair to customers. Pictures of the plane. This image should show the side, back, and front views of the aircraft with company's name and or logo clearly visible. This is likely for identification and branding purposes. List of operation and maintenance officials and personnel with their ATO licenses. This includes key personnel involved in operations and maintenance. It's possessing their air transport operator, ATO, licenses which certify them to perform their respective roles. Copy of routes and flight schedules. This includes detailed information on the routes the carrier intends to serve in the schedules or of their flights. This helps regulatory bodies monitor and manage our traffic. Periodic inspection and other required documents. This refers to ongoing compliance checks and any additional documents requested by the regulatory department, likely the Department of Transportation or similar authority. Validity of accreditation. The accreditation is typically valid for 1 year from the date of issues, unless revoked earlier by the regulatory department for cause. These requirements ensure that accredited air transport providers adhere to safety, operational, and services standards set by regulatory authorities. ID cards shall be issued the employees of tourist transport operators upon request. A nominal fee must be paid for the issuance. The employees must be included in the official list of personnel of the operator concerned. Officers and employees who no longer hold their position must surrender their ID cards to the department immediately. Section 28. Services provided should be safe. The certificate of accreditation must be displayed in a conspicuous place within the establishment. Non-transferability of certificate of accreditation. The certificate of accreditation is non-transferable, meaning it cannot be legally transferred to another entity person. Grounds of cancellation of accreditation, Section 35, grounds for cancellation of accreditation. Any of the following acts, omission shall be sufficient ground for the cancellation of accreditation of that tourist establishment.
Accreditation. Section 19, for purpose of accreditation, the following are minimum requirements for the operation and maintenance of the water transport. And sa mga, dapat yung water transport natin or water vessel is may at least one na restroom or CR na pwede dito. Dapat located dito sa male and female accommodation. Dapat meron silang tig-isang restroom. Yung restroom natin sa water vessel dapat merong toilet and bath sa mga cabin area para sa mga long haul trip. Tapos dapat meron tong tissue, sabon, tapos paper towel na rin para sa mga pang-refreshment ng mga pasahero natin. Yung receptionist naman ay dapat sila yung mga umaalalay tapos nag-assist sa mga guests natin. Refreshment and dining area. Yung pagkakaroon ng refreshment area, dapat meron tong mais na stock. Dapat meron sila ng lahat ng item na needs ng mga passengers natin. And dapat marami silang stock para sa mga mahahabang biyahe. Tapos sa mga kainan naman, dapat kaya nila mag-accommodate ng 1/4 ng mga pasahero. For example, meron tayong 100 na passengers. Dapat at least 25 person kaya nilang i-accommodate. And also the chairs and tables na kainan ng mga pasahero natin, kailangan nasa good condition to. Next. Okay. Promenade area. There shall be a promenade or airing space at the upper deck for like the exclusive use of the passengers. Baggage area. Dapat yung baggage area ay may mga racks o maayos at ligtas para sa mga baggage. Dapat maayos at ligtas yung baggage storage natin sa mga passengers accommodation. Halimbawa may overhead baggage storage tayo. Paano kung maalon yung barko or maalon yung dagat? tapos hindi maayos yung storage natin, maaaring makadisgrasya pa yung maaaring makadisgrasya pa yun. Like, pwedeng mahulog yung mga baggage ng passengers natin sa kanila kasi hindi maayos yung baggage area or baggage storage natin. Service of staff. Pagkakaroon ng sapat na bilang or habay ay well-trained, well-groomed experience at mahusay magalang na mga staff. Yun dapat yung mga tinatanggap natin sa mga water transportation. Dapat nakasuot sila ng uniform all the time. Tapos yung mga frontline staff natin dapat marunong silang mayroon silang good speaking language in English para kung may nakasakay man na foreigner, magkakaintindihan sila. Yung lighting naman natin, kailangan sakto lang yung setup ng mga ilaw. Hindi nakakasilaw at hindi din naman madilim. Dapat maaliwalas sa mata at dapat lahat ng parte ng barko ay may ilaw. Life-saving equipment. Kailangan ibigay ng maayos tapos dapat nasa eksaktong bilang. According to Philippine Merchant Marine Rules and Regulation, dapat yung life-saving equipment natin hindi magkukulang para sa mga pasahero. Para in case of emergency, meron silang sariling gagamitin. Kasi yung communication devices naman natin, shall be provide especially sa mga crew. Tapos, halimbawa naman ng communications devices, walkie-talkie for crew para mas madaling makapag-communicate kung sakaling magkaroon man ng emergency. And paging system naman para sa mga passengers natin na kung merong kailangang i-announce. Tourist air transport, Section 20 for purposes of accreditation. The following are the minimum requirements for the operation and maintenance of an air transport. Yun nga, yung life-saving devices natin, dapat ibigay alinsunod sa kinakailangan. And yung communication, kagaya lang din naman ng sa barko. Tapos yung paging system talaga yung importante para kung may mga announcement man sa mga pasahero, mas madali nating masasabi. Next. Kay Market.
Apartment, hotel, resort defined. Apartment hotel pertains to services, apartments offering self-contained units that contain access to kitchen and laundry facilities. A number of bedrooms may share one bathroom in the unit. Yung apartment and hotel nila is nagbibigay ng services ng access ng mayroong kitchen, laundry facilities, and yung pinaka-accommodation nila may one bathroom unit. Then yung hotel refers to full service accommodation with reception and guest rooms, generally offering private facilities with an on-site restaurant, room and bar services available. Additional facilities such as business centers and conference rooms are expected. Itong hotel is yung meron sila accommodation ng reception and guest rooms sa mga private facilities with on-site restaurant, room and bar. Then nag-offer din sila ng mga conference like seminars, sa mga meeting ng mga maging politika. Resort shall refer to full service accommodation located in a more natural, relaxed environment with reception and guest rooms, generally offering private facilities with an on-site restaurant, room and bar services available. Additional recreation facilities and tour services are expected. Yun, kamukha rin siya ng hotel. Etong resort na to is merong maraming accommodation and additional siya ng facilities para sa mga nagtutour services. Okay, yung next. Primary, testum, and enterprise are of the rules and regulation to govern the credit mass hotel, birds, apartment. A primary tourism enterprises refer to travel and tour services, land, sea, and air transport services exclusively for tourist use, accommodation, establishment, convention, and exhibition organizers, tourism estate management services, and such other enterprises as may be identified by the Secretary after due consultation with concerned sectors. Tourism enterprises refer to facilities, services, and attractions involved in tourism, such as but not limited to travel and tour services, tourist transport services, whether for land, sea, or air, transportation, tour guides, adventure sports services involving such sports as mountaineering, spelunking, scuba diving, and other sports activities of significant tourism potential. Convention organizers, accommodations, establishments, including but not limited to hotel, resorts, apartments, tourist motels, pension houses, and homestay operators. Tourism estate management services, restaurants, shops, and department store. Sports and recreational centers, museums and galleries, theme parks, convention centers,